Out here at the Showgrounds again. I'm giving this place a good go over every time I get time to come back out here, and I've got a 22, 23 sort of numbers, about 3 bars down just here, so I'm hoping it's not just a 1 cent piece or another washer. I've dug a few washers already today, so let's see what we can get out of here. Not looking like what we want to see. That's a little washer, so always a good signal and always a bit of a disappointment. Anyway, we'll see how we go. Bit of a jittery signal. Well, it was pretty good and then it was sort of jittery and it was good and then, you know, a bit of a funny one, but if we just start getting our shadow in it, have a look down there. What does that look like? It's on an angle, which is probably why it was a funny signal, but you know, it's sitting like that. But that is a penny, so I can see George the 6th there. If we give it a quick clean, there we have it. 1941 kangaroo penny. You know, not a bad coin at all. George the 6th, and don't know, but there is a lot of charcoal down this hole, so maybe she's been burnt, but you can see the impression there somewhere. So sitting on a side like that. Not too much further on, I've got a 22, 23 here, so we'll see what it is. May just well be a 1 cent, but I'm always a bit pessimistic on that way, but they are the numbers, so although sometimes they're more into the 24, but I just saw something which makes me happy. Can you see that? A little piece of silver. And I think if we just very carefully give that a bit of a rub, we'll see 1942. Little wheat one, which will be George the 6th again. But you know, there we go, little ribbons. Now down here, not quite under the shade of this peppercorn. It's not quite big enough to give us shade, but we've got a 22 sort of jumping around up to a 25, so let's see what we can get out of this hole. I think it was a little bit down, so let's see. Hang on, I see something. What is that? That is our good old friend, the bottle cap. So that'll explain why it's a funny number, because it's all out of shape. Just back there away, I dug a, you know, it was a 35, and I thought, what's this going to be? And it was just a big old bung out of a 44 gallon drum, and had another 35 screaming here. And I thought, oh yes, that'll be another one. But can you see that beautiful silver rim there? I think I know what that is. And just zoom you out a bit and get that grass out of the way. And try and not get myself in the sunlight. But if we can just break that out of there, I reckon we have a florin. So let's see what we can see here. 1943. There's is it? There's the flat spot where it was, and that is, put it up the right way, an awesome little find. 1943, absolutely brilliant. And George V once again, and I think we better give that a clean up just for kick's sake and see what she comes up like. At that. Isn't that beautiful? Gotta love those florins. Jolly cool. Much better than what I was expecting to come up. 1943, and there is George VI. Yeah, we've got a 21 and it is just, well, one bar down, so it shouldn't be too hard to get out. Hopefully it'll be a little threepence, but maybe just another washer or something. Let's see if we can pop it out. And there we have a bit of aluminium or something. Don't know what's written on that, but it's a bit of aluminium off something, so pretty sure that'll be our signal. Well, curiosity got the better of me and I wanted to see what was written on that, and that says the One Man Jazz Band. So I'm not sure what that is off, but obviously a logo off, I don't know, the side of his drum or something. That's pretty awesome. The One Man Jazz Band. So not just a scrap of aluminium, but some sort of plate of something. So obviously some entertainment from the showground. Anyway, doesn't have his name on there, so I can't look him up, but One Man Jazz Band. Now, just down here, we had a nice sort of 26, 27, I was getting a few 28s. If I lift this up, can you see that rim in there? And the interesting thing is, I thought it was a penny, but can you see that milled edge there? I think we have got ourselves a florin. Look at that. Still got the silver shine to it. So anyway, we'll give that a clean and we'll see what we've got. And look at that beauty. That is an awesome looking florin. There's only one bar down and it's very well preserved. You know, I won't even have to put that through the electrolysis. It's, you know, nice, beautiful silver. Not shiny, but you know, it's nice and clear. Absolutely perfect. That's got to make you smile. Well, down here we have got these numbers. So round to 22, but a little bit sort of shakery. So let's see if we give it a dig whether it gets any better or whether a bit of rubbish pops up. See what we've got here. Maybe, hang on, I was going to say it may be a bit deeper, but can you see that little guy there? Looks like a little thrippet sitting there, little thin one. So I can see there 19, is that? 18, I think. 1918. So that's pretty cool. That'll be George the 5th. So not a bad find at all. Jolly good. Let's keep going. Well, apart from digging rubbish, I haven't dug much for a while, and then we got a sunbaker. Can you see that? Trying to see it myself. Somewhere here. Just there. Just sitting on top of the ground there. So the detector found it, but it wasn't hard to see, so give that a clean up. And there we have a 1905 Britannia. And you know, that's a pretty nice coin. 1905. And we've got King Edward there. So that's brilliant. And 2223 here. Just coming back up a run over there somewhere where I've got the halfpenny. 2223, and can you see that lovely little silver rim in there? So let's just pop it out. Little threepence. Now, what can we see there? I think that's a little weak one. 1942. That one, which will be George the 6th. Probably needs a clean, but anyway, won't worry about that one now. But 1942, little threepence, so jolly good. I'm looking around, you know, just picked a spot and sort of going up and down. I like this spot because, you know, there's a lot of old glass glimmering in the sunlight. Of course I can't see it now, but you know, bits of old brown glass, bits of green, bits of purple, bits of black, you know, all the old, you know, look at that chunky glass. You know, gets you excited. And you know, not many signals, but I had a 16 here and I thought, oh yeah, that'll be a pull tab. But we have that, and that looks rather older than a pull tab. If I turn that over, we have that. I don't know, guessing it's something to do with a belt maybe, or is it a slot off the money box or something? Looks like it's been folded over, you know, to hold it onto something like material or something, but you know, that is a cool little relic. Whatever it is, it's got some nice, don't know how good we're seeing that there, but some nice patterns there, you know. Nice bit of brass that one, so not 100% sure what that is, but you know, looks like a coin slot, but maybe something else. But anyway, not a bad little find. Just down here we've got this sort of signal. You know, 21. Down a little way, so we'll see how we go. It's actually not too hard here, the ground, so see what we can get up. I have seen a fair few bits of can around, so hopefully it's not just another bit of aluminium can. One more scoop out and then we'll see if we've got anything else. Hopefully we'll have a nice clear signal. hopefully. Well, it's not sounding bad, so let's see what it is. Hopefully not just another jolly washer or rivet. It's just here somewhere. Let's see if we can find anything. I have seen something just there. Can you see that beautiful little rim there? Looks too thin for a... I'll try and do this without getting in my shadow in it too much, but looks too thin for a 1 cent, and that looks mighty like a little drop of silver. So, tell you what, we will give that a clean up and be right back. We are going to get a date off that. I was worried for a minute I weren't going to be able to see one, but I can see on that, I don't know what you can see, 1898. That's the one. And we will have a veiled Queen Victoria on that side. So, another little awesome threepence. 1898. Not the best example, but nonetheless a jolly cool find. Well, down here we have got a pretty solid 18. And, you know, sometimes the older Britannia half pennies and that bring up those lower numbers, so that's what I'm hoping is going to pop up, but I don't know what I'm going to find, but hopefully something. Well, I haven't seen anything, but we'll see if the Equinox can see anything. Still down the hole, says the Equinox. So, we'll give another jump on the shovel. It's a bit harder here, the ground. I've hit bedrock. Hopefully we've disturbed it this time. And we have, but it is just a shotgun, top off a shotgun cartridge. New club. I've not seen that one before. UMC Co. New Club. Never seen that one before. It's got the old paper, so it would have been an old paper one, so that's a different one. And down here we have, well, we had a 15 and we have a button. Now on that it says Hyam and Co. 86 Oxford Street. So I'm not sure whether that is Melbourne or where it is. 86 Oxford Street, so I'm sure there's plenty of Oxford Streets around the place, so no idea exactly where that's from, but you know, could probably find that out. Hyam & Co. So anyway, maybe someone won the pie eating contest at the show and they popped a few buttons. Anyway, well, I've sort of changed spots. I was way over there before and I sort of did a big loop up and back, trying to find the boundaries of the showground because, you know, see old photos and they all stand along the, you know, boundaries, and there'd be horse and buggies parked, and, you know, people lined up, and, you know, along this front you can see the, you know, the old trees. There used to be a fence running along, you know, there'd be horses and that parked along the edge of the road there. And, you know, you can sort of see that side boundary, but as for, you know, this side, I'm just trying to find, you know, look at the old photos and try and work out where it is, and, you know, metal detect around. But, you know, I know this is the front boundary, so I've sort of done up under all those trees, but I've not done much. Well, I've done a couple of runs up and down, but not too much this way. But anyway, you know, digging bottle caps and pull tabs and whatnot, and had a 18, 19, 20 sort of number here. And maybe you've already spotted it. We have, try and keep out of the sunlight, we have that now. Gonna say it's a halfpenny, but let's see what sort it is. And I can see already that's a Commonwealth, and 1912. Tell you what, I'll give that a quick clean up and give you a better. We are back again, and 1912, one halfpenny. That was obviously the upside, and the downside, that looks pretty nice. Old King George the VI there. So that side looks nice. Well, I've progressed quite a way. Way up there somewhere is where I got the halfpenny. So, you know, bits of rubbish, nothing else really found on the way back here. There wasn't a lot of signals actually, you know, pull tabs, that sort of thing. And another 18, 19 here. And if we move slowly sideways, can we see that flat bit of dirt? And next to it, what is that? I think we have another halfpenny, and that looks like a Britannia. So we will give that a clean and see what we've got. And it's a bit better. There we have a 1907 halfpenny with King Edward looking at us there. And once again, the head side is the nicer looking one. If we get in the right lighting somehow. Anyway, it's a nice green patina on that side. Well, just over there is where I got the halfpenny. I've got a pull tab next to it, and you know, I've been doing just poking around this little area for a bit to see if there's any other signals, and we have got this nice one. That's it. So seeing a few 23s, 25s, you know, a bit all over the place. So I don't know what we're going to get here, but there's only one way to find out, and that is to do that. And look at that. Trying to keep out of the sunlight. Look at that. So I can see George the V there. It's going to be a rue penny, 1948. Pretty sort of 25ish, 24 numbers. Nice sharp signal. Let's hope that's not just a little washer or a bottle cap. Let's hope it's something silver. And if we just look in, actually I think I thought it was a coin coming up, but that is just a bottle cap. Almost back to the car. Had a jolly nice sort of ring here, hard as rock, sticking down. It was sort of an all over the place sort of signal, so I wasn't sure what to expect, but can you see that? And that? And that? I'm going to say, looking at that, that we have a old brass inline tap in this clod. So ready, let's see if it'll break. There we go. Old brass tap. You know, that's quite a cool little find. The old handle there. You know, I've found taps before, but I haven't actually ever found one, you know, with thread on both ends before. So, you know, big chunk of brass, no wonder it was telling me to dig it. I had a bit of a funny signal here, you know, had some high notes, but it, you know, sounded for all the world like, you know, I was expecting a hunk of tin, a hunk of aluminium, you know, something like that. That's what it sounded like, but if we have a look around, can we see anything? Oh, that doesn't look like a hunk of tin. That looks like a penny. So, don't know what's on that. Can't see much at all. So, I'm going to have to give it a good clean and we'll be back, see what it is. She hasn't cleaned up all that well, but if we can get in the light there, I can see 1892. That's a Britannia penny, so that will have well, I'll have Queen Victoria in there. But you know, not the best sort of looking coin, but you know, you can still see it there, so it's not too bad. 1892. Down here we have this signal. So 2021, but it's a little bit funny, like maybe it's going to just be a bit of aluminium, but we'll see. It's just not a clear signal, but we'll see what comes up anyway. Or it could be a $2 coin. So, oh well, wasn't what I was expecting, but here's a $2 coin. Can you see that? That looks almost like a half penny size. And it's pretty horrible looking. And if you remember, I don't know if it was one video back or 2 videos back, when I was out here I found a cruddy halfpenny, and believe it or not, it was just over there somewhere. So I don't know what it is with horrible halfpennies around this area, but look at that. Oh well, I'll give it a quick clean, see what I can see, but I'm not really holding my breath for that one. I'm not going to see anything on that one. She's pretty well had it. Can just see a faint, you know, bit of a letter here and there. And you know, you think you see something and then you just, yeah. So I don't think we're going to find out what that is. but it's a halfpenny, I believe, and pretty cruddy one, so I won't get a date off that, I don't think. I've been digging heaps of these 18s, you know, not all today, but over my time here, and that is probably the best looking one I've dug. You know, it hasn't hit too much, but maybe a little different to the other ones I've found. The other ones had rings around there, but that's a pretty big old slug, so they must have been firing those off at the show or something, because a fair few of them around. They always ring up as an 18. So anyway, down here had a 23, you know, 1 bar down, all good. I thought 1 cent again, but can you see that nice big rim in there? That doesn't look like a 1 cent, that looks like a penny. So I'll give it a quick clean and see if we can get a date, but it is looking pretty crusty, so we'll see how we go. There we go, we have 1923 halfpenny, so 1 year off being 100, that one. 2022, 2023, it'll be 100 years old. So anyway, not a bad find, and we'll take that one. 9.23 penny on the way back to the car. So that may be our last coin. We'll see how we go.